You all send me your Warzone gameplay, and I break it down without pulling any punches. The last time we did this, I reviewed John's gameplay, and I got passionate. And almost 200,000 views later, you all have learned a bunch. So today, we are coming back with Striker. And whether you match his KD, match his gameplay, there is something to learn here for everyone. So he says, I've been playing Warzone since about Season 3 Verdansk. I had about a 1 KD in Verdansk, but you stopped playing whenever Caldera dropped. You've mainly been a Resurgence player. But he is back on the big map in MW3 Warzone. He says his KD is a 1.58, very solid. It used to be a 2.2, but the blender, skill-based matchmaking, and you would have had your PR here if you didn't choke. I would love to get better at rotations, map awareness, predicting my opponent's movements, and I feel like I'm pretty good at movement, and he's gotten so much better now that he's got the scuff in vision. This is not an ad, okay? He sent this to me. I did not type this. Okay, so we're going to jump in right here. It cuts off a little bit early, so we're right into the action, okay? So he goes in, and in this, we're going to be looking at both big picture rotations as well as individual gunfights. I have heard your critiques, and I'm going to stop trying to pause and let things play out a little bit. But there's going to be a lot of moments where we need to rewind and kind of debrief the situation. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mr. Striker. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let things play through, but then I do have to bring it back. The only thing that I would suggest doing differently, if I'm ever way off on my centering, and I would consider that almost way off, just do a quick un-L2 and re-L2. So un-L2, center back, especially since this has really ugly iron sights that kind of block your view. Un-ADS, re-center, re-ADS, and then start shooting. Especially if you lose him, kind of like you do right here with the drop shot, sometimes it can be nice to kind of un-ADS and re-ADS because it helps us get some more aim assist. Good start, good win, but we hear another one. Okay, we got to be quick. In that moment, number one priority, as soon as we hear that footstep, start throwing in plates. The second this gunfight's over, I'm immediately throwing in plates. We're always anticipating that we're going to get third-partied. We're either reloading or we're throwing in plates. Honestly, usually plates are a higher priority because that gives me more time to finesse. I can reload, weapon swap, do what I need to later. Throw those freaking plates in. Still hasn't thrown it. You can be shouldering that entire time and throwing plates in. There we go. Nice job. So we have a Striker 9 and another Striker 9. I would probably opt maybe for picking up an AR. All right, good little disengage here. I like this. You don't have full plates. I really like this play. You're going to disengage and go ahead and get yourself some plates off this fight. What I would suggest, one, okay, always be prioritizing in your mind, do I have close range, long range? Yes? Okay. Let's ditch the Striker, pick up the AMR. I would go ahead and pick up that pulling yacht just in case I need to shoot someone from long range. This right here is kind of one of those things that we talk about with game sense. We hear footsteps of this guy, okay? We see him throw a little shoulder right there. Where we could, if it was accidental or not, we can see this player peek out right here just for a second. And then listen, we hear more footsteps. Okay, listen to these footsteps closely. Okay, that's telling us that if we just saw someone throw that shoulder right there, right? That is my beautifully drawn person. Okay, and then we hear plop, 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 plop. Our centering, it is not wall hacks, needs to immediately shift off to the right in anticipation of that player coming to the right. Watch it happen live. Right? So we are reactive there instead of proactive in our centering. I like this, though. I like this disengage. I like that picking up the AR, but if we're creating space here, let's create some space. You're not fully plated, okay? This is a quick process. Boom. I'm not really looting right here. I'm running. I'm picking up that plate because as you get to be a better player and a higher skilled lobby, that player over there is going to smell blood and he is going to hunt you down. So you loot, you grab that, you run over because your plates auto pick up, and then you keep scooting to the next one until you have 3 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you throw his shoulder still without any plates. I'm bailing. We know we have a supply, a scavenger box over here. I really don't like this challenge. Nice. Okay. Disengaging is not a bad thing. It's one of the things we talked about in our previous video is don't take bad fights, which is a great display of what you're doing right here. And let's go ahead and see what loadout he has. So it looks like he is opting for a DG58 and a Striker 45. Now, the DG58 isn't bad. I've actually made some builds about how it's one of the best mid-range weapons in the game. But the Striker 45, as far as I'm aware, it's a great movement gun, but it's kind of cheap. So I would prefer the Striker 9, but none of this. I mean, you could be watching this video 6 months from now. Metas don't really matter. It's more about the gameplay. So, love where his mind's at. He's pinging where that last player is. If I'm him, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the scavenger contract as well to help get some of that extra cash. Also get any little goodies that come in the final one. Nice job here. You're trying to cut that player off. You're being a little bit cautious, you know, kind of about that terrain. Taking free shots here. If you lined him up, that could have been a really easy kill for you. I don't see any issues with taking those shots. Your loadout looks really solid as well. Looks like this is pre-Jack BFB nerf. I'm seeing a Jack BFB muzzle on both your Striker and your DG. Just keep in mind, do not use the Jack BFB muzzle anymore because the Jack BFB hurts your bullet velocity, even though it might help your recoil control. It's not worth it anymore. I believe Striker sent me this gameplay before the Jack BFB was nerfed. Love this. Keep in mind, we're hearing steps on metal, right? So just based off the knowledge of how this map is laid out, we should be preparing. He's likely above us. Great centering. Now, it's not completely silent walking like this, but it is a little bit more silent than everything else going on. Yep, he likely heard that. So, some traversal options for you, okay? If you jump here and you just really hold up tightly, a lot of times on these, you'll actually end up kind of catching like a little double mantle and you can mantle up on top of this fence line and then get over. It's risky though, because obviously anytime that we're doing a big mantle into gunfights, it can cost us. Another way that we can get up is jump on this and then jump over to here. I do believe there is a way that you can time it and jump up here as well, but it's going to make a lot of noise. All of these, unless I'm really confident that player is a bot, I would not necessarily go for. I might work a different angle, maybe working my way back onto the supply containers and using your LMG to shoot over the top of them. So there you go. I do like this angle. I like having your SMG out. Go clear off that low left, just in case he's being a total bot and proning right there. You need to clear that. Hear him down below. Or with a little decoy. Waiting for the bait. Here's my philosophy, right? If someone's playing like that inside of a building, I know he didn't have time to get set up in there with like claymores and prox mines. As soon as I hear him running around, I'm just going to send in there. But I totally understand. I'm a little bit more of an aggressive player. Play, close, yep. Way to close that distance. Really kind of like hesitant there not to overcommit with the mantle. I really like that. If I'm you up at this point, and I hear him running, more than likely I'm going to maintain height. I just think it's going to be a lot easier than potentially that guy. Doesn't look like it, but he could world star you. In my opinion, I always like to take high ground, shoot down on someone, and then if they do start ripping me, then I can prone back and get undercover. You kind of put yourself in a forced 50-50 there if he was looking towards you. But great use of cover there. Way to close the gap there and not let that guy use a disgusting heady. One thing I do want to mention, though, at this moment, okay, one thing that I really, really, really want the Academy to be disciplined about, okay? This guy just dropped behind this wall, and you do a pretty good job of it. Your biggest focus, because more people are getting good about snaking, is keeping your crosshair right where you last saw them, right? Or just at the very least in line with this entire row right here. Because if, and I see a lot of people do this, they take their shots, they get them weak, and they bring their crosshair down, and then that player goes to challenge that head glitch, you will get smoked. It doesn't matter if you had them cracked. You will get smoked. So, like right there, that whole time, just focus, centering, centering, centering. You do a slide cancel, and now all of a sudden you're looking at the floor. Whereas if that guy would have challenged you, it would have been another quarter of a second, half a second to get your crosshair up. Nice shots, though. Those are pretty tough shots, honestly, to hit, because you don't get aim assist through those railings. But even if there aren't moments where he's necessarily doing something wrong, it's good opportunities in moments like this to study the fundamentals. Talk about things like centering. Talk about things like earlier in the map, predicting someone challenging to the right based off of footsteps. But I like what I'm seeing so far. Good movement. Scanning the environment. High alert. Oh, yep. You canceled it. I hate this play, though, bro. I hate this. You are about to be a victim. Yep. You gotta... Okay. Great disengage. Nice! Plate! Plate! Okay, your #1 priority striker should be plating. Okay. We do this. You see the high alert. You bail out of it. I love it. This is a horrible play. Okay, you are about to be a victim to someone else's advantage, peeker's advantage, when you play like this, okay? It's not a bad idea if you're going to play like this and you want to prone right here on the corner. You want to prone on that corner, and then if you start getting ripped, you can stand up and strafe behind cover. But if this guy starts shooting you, you are dead. There's no finesse out of this. It's either you win that gunfight or you're dead. Obviously, we ended up getting shot from across the map. Immediately, I'm not even worried about smoking at this point, right? Because my issue is that sniper pulling back the next bolt. And then, oh, I'm holding that wall very, very tightly. Good push there. Great disengage. Love the re-swing. Just keep in mind there is a jumping penalty, okay? It's not as bad as it was back in Warzone 2, but ideally, when we are re-challenging like that, try to practice it. You're going to start your sprint right about here. So you're gonna shoulder a little bit more to the left, and then you are going to sprint and slide out. You are not going to walk and jump out. Because ideally, we have started the slide here, and we have popped up here, right? Because the corner is right here. We want to finish the slide cancel animation just on the other side of that corner. You ran all the way wide and then jumped, which gives him time to react to you. End up getting a win there. I'm just pushing you to be a little bit more concerned, right? Because we want to avoid those animations, those jumping animations, those diving animations. The penalties are just too large. Put your freaking plates in first. That UAV didn't matter.
Our Guardians lost power.
You're still kind of learning the map a little bit. And we talked about centering. Right, the only place that this threat could be would be right here, right? So our centering needs to be right up here. That's where our crosshair needs to be. Shots. That's the second player. I like this. I like this. You're not heads down. You're throwing some shoulders. You're plating up. Really nice map knowledge there to realize that, okay, he hits that zip, he's probably going to be there. Understanding that you're more than likely going to get third-partied. Honestly, big map, I'm not rocking throwing knives. I know you're mostly a Resurgence player, so that's probably a carryover. If you are going to show those little shimmy shakes to the left, throw a quick one to the right, too, because you just shimmy to the left, and then you're just standing there with your back open. But outside of that, man, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's press the issue. Oh, you might get joked by a ghosted player. Can't tell if... Yeah, so it's a little bit tough to see, okay? But watch this. See, this dot right here is a dot, and you can barely see it He didn't send me high res. I tried to upscale it. But you can tell that there's red below that dot, okay? That means that player is there. It's not like he's just floating in. That player is there. So the second I pop a UAV, my instant focus is where is the closest player to me, right? Mainly because I'm kill hungry, but also it preserves my life. So, okay. I don't see that player there. That's weird. Oh, I see him there that time. Now I don't see him there again. What does that mean? It means he's ghosted, right? In this game, in order to be off a UAV while you're ghosted, you have to be moving. If you stop moving while a UAV ping appears, you will appear on the minimap. So you're not aware of the fact that there is someone camping inside of that building. Nice. Anytime I'm around crates, I'm always opening them up. Even those little duffel bags, oftentimes have portable radars in them, which are like my favorite thing in the game. Is that a... That's... Yeah. Well, I can't tell if that's a live ping or not. Yeah, it is. I like where your mind's at. I do the same thing. I scan the horizon. I'm always looking at rooftops, looking for anything inconsistent in the terrain. But if I'm seeing a glint and it looks like that is a glint, I just disengage, brother. I throw a smoke at my feet and I get out. We also have this man landing up here on our top left that we need to be aware of. And he pulls shoot.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
We just got high alert on him on the left. Oh no, we didn't see him. Here's a nice time where you might throw in some snakes, okay? So you just stand up, prone, sprint up, prone, and you can just check out in front. Okay, is this guy still pre-aiming me? Nope. Let me check off to my left real quick. And then that'll tell you exactly what you need to know. The fact that you got a high alert the moment you stood up means that that guy's on your level off to the left. You can see his head poking up over there. A good disengage. It's a really bad route. That is a really, really, really bad route. Let me break that down real quick. Okay, we always have to be thinking about, all right, where's our threat? It's this player right there. You can see his head. Okay, when we jump down, you don't have a bunch of map knowledge. I can tell kind of how you're moving through the map, and that's fine. But where does this player who's up here have a line of sight? Everything through here. You need to break that line of sight, assuming that he's looking over the edge to shoot you. You are no longer masked by the smoke because you drop down, and you opt to wrap into his line of sight where, with the time to kill in this game, he could easily kill you. Instead, cut under his line of sight and start working some different wraps the other way. Or at the very least, use a smoke to assist you on the floor. But spot a free lick right there. I love that. Now, I am paranoid. This guy was on your top left. He might push your top left again. At this point, we know the guy over there was sniping. He had a lens glare. What are we doing looking at him? We're not going to be able to kill him from this distance. We have someone else on our top left that we're worried about, and we have the zone. This guy, not worth the fight. This guy, I have to mantle into, rotate right, get ahead of them, and then they have to cross the river, and they are the two freest holds of your life.
Load up.
Keep in mind, as you're moving around, sliding makes you harder to hit, but it makes you way easier to hear. Sliding is super loud in this game. And I am shocked. You can see him over there. Actually, he's close on you. He's close low on you. That guy threw by not capitalizing. I know this is a PR lobby, but you have to think that every player that you're going against might be a demon. Yeah, I heard metal too. It kind of sounded like he was coming up your stairs. We just had high alert on your low right. You see the sniper. Good.
Gas is inbound.
That's kind of a slow chow. This is a range I would feel comfortable challenging a sniper, though. But let's not burn our gas mask now. We're going to need that later. All right. Now you close the issue. Now you're pushing up. You know he's a sniper, so he's not going to like the mid to close range. Don't let him create space. He turned his back to you. Punish him. Nice. And then we keep running. A little bit of an awkward fight. Oh, you spot him. That's how. You spotted him right here. Nice little jump chow. I would like to see more slide cancels out of you. I would like to see more slide cancels. Because that sprinting jump chow can really crush you with the penalties. Go, go, go. Couple airstrikes. I like that. Oh my goodness. Great win. Okay, there's the slide cancels we're talking about. If you're here and you're in this situation again, and you hear those footsteps, you're not really sure where he is. He's maybe running around up here. Maybe he's running around right here. What am I going to do? I still have enough ticks on my gas mask that I'm going out. I'm going to this LTV. I'm going to take a little bit of gas mask breakage, and I might even take some health damage. But what's going to be an easier rotation? Us running through here where possibly people are sitting on the high grounds with, you know, only a gas mask and nothing else to protect us while we go through the water, or an LTV and drive straight into the end zone. I'm taking that LTV every time. Great win. Great kill. Start plating. Plates over reloads. You have a fully loaded LMG next to you. I like this. We run with our SMG out. We work our way up. Gas mask broke. This is why I want to rotate a little bit sooner, but we got out of there. Laid up. Laid up. Every time I'm playing a game, we've talked about it before. It's the hub and spoke. It's all the way back to my aviation career, right? I'm focusing. All right, how's my centering? Okay, my centering's good. All right, sweet. Am I plated? I'm plated up? All right, sweet. I'm back. Okay. How am I doing on ammo? Am I reloaded? Okay, how's my centering? What util do I have? Can I, you know, pop a munitions crate to help up my smokes? Okay, I'm back. What you know, streaks do I have? You guys can't see it behind my head. What streaks do I have that can possibly help me to win this gunfight? Okay? I got an airstrike. Back to my centering. Any UAV pings? Back. How many players are left in the lobby? Back. And it's just constantly centering, info, centering, info, centering, and you get faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. I'll even like throw in like what perks am I rocking in that moment. Like, you have so many times where you go such a long time without checking. I would much rather have a Simtex in my hand on big map. You get a free UAV. Now let's see. How aggressive are we going to get? The second that I see that, brother, that I'm free, I'm pulling out that airstrike in my hand because we still have that airstrike, and I am rotating as fast as I can possibly run. I realize there may be people ghosted by me, so I'm still going to hug next to pieces of cover, but you are so far behind on your rotation. I'm throwing that airstrike in my hand, and I am booking across the map as fast as I possibly can. I don't care about that guy. It looks like you're going after him. I don't care about any loot. Get ahead of the rotation. We're in 5th circle, okay? It is gatekeep central. Don't waste that. Don't you dare waste that. He could be down low. He could be in a window. And now you're going to take high ground of a building that you're going to have to force out of in 10 seconds. A minute, but... Hey, we'll cover how to do the jump in a future main channel video. Because there is a very specific technique to get up there. That bomb drone will kill you if you're not fully plated. Bomb drones do like 299 damage. Another nice thing, if he's in the bomb drone, he's stuck inside. So that, for me, that is like, oh, I'm going to rotate early. You're going to be stuck in the gas. Oh, no. I hate this, brother. This whole thing could have been avoided. Oh, put the baby monitor away. We should have rotated early and held this guy. We didn't need any of this headache. Still not fully plated. He's directly below you. You hear the gas break, or the glass break. Okay, if he broke glass and he's playing it, that means he has either a durable or a regular gas mask. You're already at the disadvantage. The second that you know that he's making a gas mask play and you don't have a gas mask, all you can do is throw a smoke directly below you. Throw a smoke, literally look straight down, not aim out here, aim like directly below you. Let that thing pop so that way the smoke obscures this area and you just got to jump and glide. The longer that you wait, the easier it is it's going to be for him to kill you. He starts taking some shots. Plate up!
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
That is an ego and a half. That is a great finish, but you could have gotten so easily third-partied. You still had a smoke. The second you're in this position, lay down, because this is hard cover that he can't shoot through and he can't see you. You play up. Maybe you throw a little snake. Or the second that you get here, you say, screw it, I'm going behind this giant cement pillar.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
If you have plates, use them. But hey, brother, you are so slow to plate up. Okay. As soon as we kill him, we have 23 seconds. We're going to go and loot that guy. Okay? Because obviously he had a gas mask. He might have some other util that you might need. He might have more smokes. He might have a muni box. If his body is safe, and it definitely is safe in the situation, go loot. Okay? As we head into the 6th circle, everyone is a camper. Expect everything. I check this corner almost every time I play because people love to camp here. What do? You backed your booty up right into a rat corner to pull out the baby monitor. Don't let the freaking baby monitor replace your game sense in the end zone. Now I'm ripping open all of these to try to see if I can find things like a gas mask. I will stow an extra self-revive because that might help me in the end game. There's also a cluster mine you could have picked up there as well. And you can open up this duffel bag. There might be some, some stuff in there. I'm checking those bodies. You can see there's a smoke grenade right here. You could have picked up that smoke grenade. I'm looking for everything that could help me out in the end game, right? Obviously, you are on PR pace here, so you're probably super jittery and excited. Great shot. Nice. The moment you get that kill, though. Boom, 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 boom. Your crosshair should immediately snap to be right on the left edge of that, because that's where you expect him to be. Don't waste your Simtex on that. You need that Simtex. You took time to pull out your backpack. Just pull out your SMG and send him. I mean, you have great gun skill. I would throw down a smoke. Yup. I got super nervous here. You are on the last buy station in a downtown circle, and you just shot unsuppressed. The whole world is going to be looking at you. Okay, you have a muni box right here. You should be in the habit of stowing 2 smokes. So you have 4 smokes on you at all time. I would throw down that muni, get the smokes in your hand, throw a smoke grenade, hit the buy station, pop a UAV instantly, buy another UAV. But we're lucky that guy up there was slow. And I would go back. I would go buy another UAV. Okay, so we know what guy's on our low left. Right, so... Ooh. Don't you get greedy! Striker. Okay. Plating up and centering. Little of this is map knowledge, okay? As we see, this guy is here. Right, one way you can always tell is see where your arrow is pointing? Your arrow is pointing, and that guy is appearing to the left of where your arrow is pointing. If I was to draw a line straight out, that guy is going to appear to the left. So what would I do? One, I'm not going to use an SMG, especially a no-stock SMG, for a 15-meter engagement. If I'm sending it and the plan is to send this guy, yeah, SMG in hand. But I'm more than likely going to pull out an AR, and I'm going to center where I expect him to come from. Now, I can still see over this ridgeline. It would be different if this ridgeline was up here. I wouldn't center up here. I would center to the side of it. But... and now we're centering into a rock. We get the kill. You see that guy coming. I mean, as soon as I take those shots, I am diving to the left and plating up. Switch to LMG. I see this guy dropping. I might start shooting that guy. Good shots. Only reason you got the kill, though, is because that guy took gas mask damage, or gas damage. And then look up. Notice how as soon as you finish this fight, take a look at the mini-map. You can hear a guy above you on the highway. Now, I would be throwing shoulders behind me to make sure that guy on the roof didn't drop on me. Really great shots out of you right there. Check this body for loot. Some smokes. Some smokes. No, we don't like smokes. We like smokes. Nice. Gotta be worried about this guy above us, but I'm not gonna waste that, especially now that players can see. Okay, Jack BFB got nerfed a long time ago, by the way. Especially now that players can see where that airstrike is.
Copy that. Phoenix 2-3 is on station. Tracking now.
I really don't like to use pre-precisions anymore. Do the jump up. Yup. This honestly might be a time that I use my heartbeat sensor and clear my left. Yep, for that reason. AR. Center, higher. Is anything down here a threat? Anything at all? No, we've already cleared off all that. Center, your crosshair, higher. Maybe pull out the heartbeat.
Safe zone relocated.
Because the heartbeat can tell you where you need to center. Right? So now I know, okay, I need to center a little bit to the left. So I would be centering right here.
Okay.
Same thing. I hate to back up on you. When I'm here, is this guy of any concern to me? Are you ever going to take a shot at this guy, especially with a striker in your hand? This guy right here? No. The guy on the left's your focus. Okay.
Moving in.
Gas pulls. No players right above you. I don't hate this play. You gotta creep forward a little bit or you're gonna cough. You don't want to cough. There you go. Everyone's on the other side. Oh, caught a guy right there. Thought everyone was on the other side. And immediately focus top. Immediately focus top. SMG in hand. Oh, smoke. Smoke and wrap to hard cover. Oh no, we're playing slow here. Right, okay. So, as soon as I get these shots off, boom, I get the kill. I'm looking top left with an SMG. And I'm not playing in the smoke, right? Or in the gas. Then we see him up on our top left hit the Hummer. As soon as I see that, I don't want to get stuck right here. I'm throwing a smoke, and I'm probably going to mantle right on top of that and just play on top of that so I don't get run over. Smoke. Smoke. Oh, you have the nasty... These are the nastiest head glitches in the world. If you play behind those, they are basically the freest win of your life. Like, if I saw that in the final circle, I would... Oh! Now, they can't disappear. Okay, of all the times that I want you to play, that is not it. When you are in a close 1v1, it doesn't have to be in the end game, and you start doing animations like pulling out a grenade, like chink, or you start to plate up, that is a signal to your enemy, like, oh, he's stuck in an animation. I'm going to swing him. If you want to plate up, throw a smoke, and then plate up.
Don't.
What are you doing? Striker.
Less than 5, we're still standing. That victory's ours next time.
Striker. Use some game sense here. The Hummer stops, and I know you're already beating yourself up on this, so I'm sorry. You've been in my chat, and you're super cool, and I love you and great vibes. I'm just talking to you because you're a member of the Academy. There is one spot in the world that this man could be. It is on the other side of this.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
You hear that? That is the sound of him reloading. Listen closely.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Okay. If you push this with your SMG, it doesn't matter that you were short half a plate. If you use Peeker's advantage to your advantage, especially if he's stuck in an animation, you will win that gunfight. It doesn't matter that you're not fully plated. You hear him there again. And then you can start to hear him straight. Oh, brother. A heartbeat sensor when we know where he is, man. There is no... And I play this game a lot, so I know the map. But even just looking off your mini-map, right? You can see there is a crate here. There's a row of planters right here. And then there's like a little ramp over here. You know where he is, man. Even just by looking at the mini-map. You don't have to know the map. Look at your mini-map. You can see the only piece of hard cover is what you're at. Oh.
Less than 5, we're still standing. That victory's ours next time.
Hey, that's what I was talking about earlier. Okay, good shots. You break his aim assist on L2, re-L2. Okay, so hey, good on that guy. Oh, I hate to relive it. Don't you pull out your freaking heartbeat sensor? You're in a 1v1. Throw some shoulders. You have a smoke grenade. You could maybe, even if you're super ego, mantle on top, because you could still throw, you know, you can mantle on top and you can kind of look over, just anything. But pulling out a heartbeat sensor. If God forbid you do pull out the heartbeat sensor, brother, pull out the heartbeat sensor right here. I want you to stand on this little lip right here. So that way, as you pull out the heartbeat sensor and he swings left, you swing right. If he swings right, you swing left. But for the love of God, don't get yourself stuck in an animation where you are not near a place to finesse out of. Okay.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Other than that, Striker, you got a good shot. Your centering kind of sucks. Only because I'm holding you to a high standard. You gotta get a faster cross check for your plating. And carry more smokes. There are a couple muni boxes you slipped over. You weren't stowing smokes. You could have bought more things at that buy station as well. But overall, man, really, really solid play. Like, it sucks that was going to be your PR if you won that last gunfight. I know how that is. I've been in that situation before where if you would have won that would have been your PR. I had the 38 curse back in Verdansk. I couldn't break 38, and that was like stimulus solos because it was basically free kills. But really solid player, man. Great shots. Really good movement. I want to see more slide cancels, less jump challenges. Academy, if you guys enjoyed this, do me a favor, drop a like on this video. Comment down below if there's anything that I missed on Striker. Is there any tips that I've given him that you don't agree with? If there's anything that you do agree with, okay? I love coaching your guys' gameplay. I know it may seem like I'm tough at times, but it's because if you are submitting your gameplay, like he mentioned, he's been a member of the Academy for a long time. So he's probably beating himself up over things that he already knows that he did wrong. And so he's just being a badass by submitting that to the community and allowing others to learn through him. So everyone knows it's like there's an old military saying, like, there's no rank in the debrief. There's no rank in the cockpit. There's no ego. You leave your ego at the door whenever you go to debrief. Like, whenever I'm talking about all this stuff, like, don't take it personal. I have my opinions, and it is a subjective opinion on how I would play it. But I see some people in the comments being like, whoa, Isaac, you were really harsh on that guy. And the guy that got reviewed is like, yo, I love that. So just keep in mind, that's the whole, you know, vibe that we got going on around here. We're all here to get better. Shout out to Striker for submitting the gameplay. If you guys want to have your gameplay reviewed, go ahead and submit it via the description. Big shout out again to Striker for sending in his gameplay. If you guys liked it, make sure to drop a like. This is my second channel, so make sure you're subscribed here for even more coaching content. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.